Well, we periodically like to feature businesses here in Omaha that are making a difference in the community and contributing greatly to the economy. And today that company is TitleCore National. They're also one of the sponsors of Grow Omaha. They sponsor our sports section on both the website and the newsletter. And from TitleCore National today, we have Sam Cooper with us. Good morning, Sam, and welcome.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me, Jeff. And since I'm not going to be on tomorrow, I wanted to say a little early Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
You know what? It's nice of you to say that. I probably should have thought of it earlier, but I would echo what you just said. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms.
Very kind of you.
Sam, why don't you start by giving us the 30,000-foot view of TitleCore?
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. So TitleCore is a title and settlement services company. So think just like you would think a normal title company. We handle title insurance and settlement services for residential or commercial transactions. We're based locally here in Omaha, so our kind of breadbasket, our normal and most of our business comes from Nebraska and Iowa, but we can handle or help place transactions all across the country. And in addition to doing kind of title and settlement services for residential and commercial transactions, we also have a 1031 exchange company in-house, so we're able to handle 1031 exchanges that occur on our commercial transactions as well.
Well, thanks for being on the show today. We're still going. So tell us, what is title insurance for those that don't know?
Oh, thanks. Thank you for that question, Trenton. And for anyone who maybe doesn't know, Trent and Jeff did not prep me at all for this, so they have no idea what I'm going to say here. I mean,
we like live radio.
I was going to say this is live in every sense of the word live, so I appreciate that question. Title insurance is an insurance product. We're regulated by the Nebraska Department of Insurance. And what we insure is marketable title for the buyer. We also issue a product to lenders in transactions to ensure that they have a foreclosable security interest in the property and that they're in the position that they want to be in. And in order to do that, we have to search the public records, various sources of public records, to determine both the status of ownership of the property and then also if there are any liens or encumbrances or other things that might affect your ownership of the property, including easements. And then we issue a report to everyone in the transaction that says this is who owns the property, this is what property we think you're talking about, and these are all the things that affect it. And that way everyone can have just a high degree of confidence in the transaction that they know what they're getting and that they're at the end of the day the buyer is going to get exactly what they thought they were going to get. And then, obviously, in addition to doing all that research and issuing that report so that everyone knows what's going on, we kind of back it up with an insurance product. So if we're wrong or the buyer doesn't get what they thought they were getting, then we have a claims process so they can get paid out and made whole.
So it's very important, even if you have the cash, you want to go through the title company and make sure that you have what they call a clean title, right?
Correct. Yeah, we're always using that term, clean title. We want to make sure that the title that the seller is offering to the buyer, again, I think maybe the industry term is marketable, but colloquially, that's a hard word to say on the radio. Colloquially, we call that a clean title, so that you're getting what you think you got without any liens or encumbrances.
And for those listeners that are still here, title insurance isn't exciting.
I was surprised at the offer to be on the radio to talk about title insurance. So I appreciate the opportunity, but I hope your listeners survive.
Now, so I'll tell you what, Sam is the go-to guy, and he's also an attorney, and he's gotten us out of a lot of difficult situations and cleared up a lot of issues.
The important thing is that you get yourself in a lot of interesting situations.
That's true. That is true.
Fair.
And most of the charges never stuck. But anyway, TitleCore does a great job, and I do a ton of business with them, and I do a lot of transactions, and you've got great people, and I've known Janet Clark and Beth Buckland and you and your father, who's also a Sam Cooper.
Also a Sam Cooper, also president of the company.
For a long time. And so thank you for doing such a great job.
Well, we love doing it. I know that it probably is, to your point, a little boring, a little bit in the weeds of the real estate transaction, but for those of us involved in it and those of us at our company, I can tell you we really, really, really love doing what we do, and we got a lot of long-time people that have been there doing it forever, and they do it. Frankly, at this point, particularly when you talk about some of the people that you just mentioned.
40 or 50 years.
Yeah, some of them have been doing it a long time, and the only reason they're still doing it is because they love it, and we love doing what we do, and we love getting in there and helping out our clients.
There's been weird things where you'll be closing on a property or trying to close a property, and then you'll find out there's a little piece of property that is owned by someone down in Mississippi or something, and you got to get a quit claim deed, or you got to solve these issues before you can close a property. And so sometimes it's up to the minute to close a property.
Well, thank you.
That's exciting.
That's a good point. Though, we try to avoid that. We try to make them as smooth. We try not to slide into home as best we can, but sometimes you do. And I always say, when that kind of point is brought up, you don't really you need a good title guy until you need a good title guy. And at that point, you want to be using the best. And that's what we always say is, you're never going to know on that deal until the report comes back, whether it's clean or not. And if it comes back dirty, you need a good title guy to make sure that your deal closes on time. And I think that's kind of what we bring to the transaction. That's the value we bring.
We're talking with Sam Cooper from TitleCore National, sometimes referred to just by the initials, TCN. But Sam, when Trenton is talking to you about TitleCore, he's thinking it from a commercial real estate perspective, since that's what he does. A lot of our listeners, though, their interaction with title companies is when they buy a house. And so some people might just think, hey, I don't know, the title company just appears because the realtor suggests one. But talk to us a little bit about how people can choose a title company when they're buying a house and why they should choose TCN for a residential transaction.
This is such a great question. Thank you so much for asking it. I didn't even know you were going to ask this question, but I was hoping you were going to ask this question. So thank you. Yeah, it's probably one of the larger things we fight on the residential side is the perception that, and I guess the kind of commoditization of our industry. People just think, the title company's the title company. They're all the same.
It's regulated.
You kind of draw one out of the hat and that's it. But it's not. I think what's important to remember is that there is a difference and you do have a choice. So you want to make sure that your title company is one that's got a long history in the community. TitleCore, in one form or another, has been around since 1878, so long history locally in this community. You want to make sure that they've been around, that they know what they're doing, and you want to make sure that they're going to keep your transaction safe and secure. In addition to obviously the title part of it, we handle a lot of money. We provide escrow services, and on the residential side, that might be the biggest check someone ever writes in their whole life. So we want to make sure that we're handling that with all the professionalism that it deserves. You do want to make sure that when you're choosing a title company, you pick and go with one that will meet your needs as best you can.
When it comes to title insurance, I'm pro-choice too. So the industry is regulated.
Correct.
And I'm buying a house. And I may want, who should reach out to? Who should I talk to when I want to find TitleCore?
We're easy to find. We make ourselves really easy to find. www.TitleCoreNational.com. All of our people are on there. You can pick up the phone, call us. You can pick any of our team members and email them. You can work through your real estate agent, through your lender. I think we make ourselves as easy to find as we possibly can.
What month are you on the calendar?
You
don't have the swimsuit calendar anymore at TitleCore National?
No. We did away with that.
I jest.
That one came out of left field, but we got
I
to
was
wrap
going to
this
say,
interview
caught
up.
me flat-footed with that one, Trent.
The name of the company is TitleCore National, TCN for short. Sam Cooper, appreciate you joining us, and thanks for everything you do to make our real estate market here in Omaha better, stronger, and more vibrant.
And thank you guys again for the opportunity to come on. I really appreciate it. It's been fun.
It's great working with you.
Our pleasure.
If you like this video, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. And remember, Grow Omaha is not just media. This is a mission. We are trying to build up Omaha and make it an even better place. We can only do that with your help. Share this video with your friends, neighbors, and family.